Hey there, night dwellers. Join the Phantom Troupe for a serene escape into dreamland with enchanting sleep stories. Let the calming tales transport you to a world of peaceful slumber and restful nights.
Hey there, I'm Isabella, your sweet storyteller. It warms my heart to have you here with me. Tonight, we're set for an adventure into the world of mystery and suspense. Get ready to be hooked by a story that unfolds in the shadows of the unknown, where every page brings us closer to an unsolved enigma. Before we dive into the gripping narrative, take a moment to let go of the day's events. Inhale deeply, letting the weight of the world lift from your shoulders. Exhale, embracing the soothing calm that surrounds you. As we embark on this mysterious tale, picture yourself on the edge of anticipation, eager to uncover the secrets that lie ahead. The story we're about to unfold draws inspiration from real-life enigmas, weaving a tapestry of intrigue that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Feel the tension in your muscles dissipate with each breath. With the day behind you and relaxation setting in, let the excitement of the unknown heighten your senses. Together, we'll navigate through the twists and turns of this suspenseful narrative. Now, as the world fades away and the mystery unfolds, allow the soothing rhythm of my voice to guide you into a tranquil state. Stay tuned as we step into the mysterious unknown, where every moment holds the promise of revelation. The winds howled and the waves roared as they crashed against the jagged rocks of Eilean Moor, the largest of the Flannan Isles. Perched on the edge of the cliffs was the Flannan Isles Lighthouse, a solitary beacon of hope for sailors navigating the treacherous waters of the Outer Hebrides. Built in 1899, the lighthouse was a marvel of engineering, a symbol of safety amidst nature's fury. Yet, it was also the scene of one of the greatest maritime mysteries in history. In December 1900, the lighthouse was manned by 3 keepers. James Ducat, the principal keeper with over 20 years of experience. Thomas Marshall, the second assistant, known for his meticulous nature. And Donald MacArthur, an occasional keeper who filled in when the regular third keeper was on shore leave. These men were no strangers to the isolation and harsh conditions of their post, having spent weeks on end tending to the lighthouse's light, ensuring it burned bright through the darkest of nights. On December 7th, 1900, the relief ship Hesperus brought provisions and the occasional respite for the keepers. The weather was fair, and the men on board exchanged pleasantries and news with the keepers. Everything seemed normal, and the men resumed their duties with the same diligence as always. The lighthouse continued its vital role, guiding ships safely past the perilous coastline. The first signs of trouble came on December 15th. The steamer Arctur, making its way from Philadelphia to Leith, noted with concern that the lighthouse was dark. Its light, which should have been a reassuring presence, was conspicuously absent. Captain Holman of the Arctur reported the matter upon arriving at Leith. But with the rough seas and worsening weather, there was little that could be done immediately. Days passed, and the storm intensified. The lighthouse, shrouded in fog and battered by the relentless waves, remained silent. On December 26th, the Hesperus set out once more to check on the keepers and bring new supplies. As the ship approached Eilean Moor, Captain James Harvey sounded the ship's horn and sent up a flare, but there was no response from the lighthouse. Joseph Moore, the relief keeper, was the first to step ashore. He trudged up the steep path to the lighthouse, his heart pounding with an inexplicable sense of dread. Reaching the entrance, he found the door unlocked and the inside eerily quiet. The clock had stopped, frozen in time. An overturned chair lay near the kitchen table, as if someone had left in a hurry. The fire had gone out, the ashes cold and lifeless. Moore called out, his voice echoing through the empty corridors, but there was no answer. A thorough search of the lighthouse revealed no trace of the three men. Their oilskins, heavy weather gear essential for venturing outside in a storm, were missing, indicating they had gone out in the tempest. The logbook provided the only clues to their fate. The final entry, dated December 15th, was mundane, mentioning the storm and the efforts to secure the equipment. Nothing indicated any imminent danger or distress. The disappearance of the three keepers sparked a flurry of speculation and theories. Investigations were conducted, and numerous possibilities were considered, each more intriguing than the last. One of the most plausible theories was that a rogue wave, a sudden and unexpected large wave, had struck the island. The west landing, where supplies were brought ashore, showed signs of severe damage. The iron railings were bent, and a box containing mooring ropes was missing. It's conceivable that the men were swept away while trying to secure the lighthouse equipment in the face of the oncoming storm. The logbook entries and weather reports suggested a violent storm had hit the island around the time of the disappearance. It was possible that the keepers, hearing the storm's fury, had gone out to secure the equipment and were overwhelmed by the elements. The ferocity of the wind and waves could have easily swept them off the cliffs into the sea. Despite the lack of evidence, some theorized that foul play might have been involved. The isolated location and the strange circumstances fueled rumors of conflict among the keepers, leading to a violent altercation. However, there were no signs of struggle or any evidence to support this theory. Supernatural explanations. The remote and eerie setting of the Flannan Isles gave rise to supernatural explanations. Stories of ghosts, sea monsters, and otherworldly beings circulated, capturing the imagination of the public. The unexplained nature of the disappearance lent itself to these fanciful tales, though they were dismissed by serious investigators. The mystery of the Flannan Isles Lighthouse remains unsolved to this day. Theories abound, but the truth of what happened to James Duckett, Thomas Marshall, and Donald MacArthur is lost to the depths of the sea. Their disappearance has become a legend, a story passed down through generations, reminding us of the power and unpredictability of nature. The lighthouse still stands, a silent sentinel on the edge of the cliffs. Automated in 1971, it no longer requires keepers to tend its light. Visitors occasionally make the journey to Eilean Moor, drawn by the allure of the mystery and the rugged beauty of the island. They walk the same paths the keepers once trod, peer into the same rooms where they lived and worked, and wonder at the fate that befell them. In the early summer of 2023, historian and maritime enthusiast Alex Thompson set out to Eilean Moor with a group of researchers. Their goal was to re-examine the evidence and see if modern technology could shed new light on the century-old mystery. Equipped with drones, sonar equipment, and a fresh perspective, they hoped to uncover clues that had eluded previous investigations. Thompson's team spent weeks combing the island, meticulously documenting every detail. They scanned the cliffs and surrounding waters, looking for any signs of wreckage or remains. Using drones, they explored areas that were previously inaccessible, capturing high-resolution images and data. The team also delved into the archives, re-examining the logbook entries and cross-referencing them with weather reports and maritime records. One day, while exploring a narrow crevice near the West Landing, one of the drones picked up an unusual signal. Upon closer inspection, the team discovered an old, weathered metal box lodged in the rocks. The box was rusted shut, but with careful effort, they managed to open it. Inside, they found a collection of personal items, a pocket watch, a set of keys, and a journal, all remarkably well preserved despite the passage of time. The journal belonged to Thomas Marshall. Its pages, filled with neat handwriting, provided a rare glimpse into the daily lives of the keepers. The final entries, written in the days leading up to their disappearance, were particularly revealing. Marshall described the worsening weather and the growing anxiety among the men. He mentioned strange noises at night, a sense of unease that he couldn't quite explain. The last entry, dated December 15th, was hastily scrawled and incomplete, ending abruptly. The discovery of the journal reignited interest in the case. Thompson proposed a new theory, that a combination of severe weather and psychological stress had led to the tragedy. The isolation, the relentless storm, and the eerie atmosphere of the island could have driven the men to take risks they wouldn't normally consider. In their efforts to secure the lighthouse, they may have ventured too close to the edge, where a sudden wave or gust of wind could have swept them away. While the new findings provided valuable insights, the mystery of the Flannan Isles Lighthouse remains unsolved. The journal offered a glimpse into the keeper's final days, but it didn't provide definitive answers. The fate of James Ducat, Thomas Marshall, and Donald MacArthur is still a subject of speculation and debate. The Flannan Isles Lighthouse continues to fascinate and intrigue. It stands as a testament to the courage and dedication of the men who tended its light, and as a reminder of the mysteries that still lie hidden in the depths of our world. The story of the three keepers has become a part of maritime lore, a haunting tale of duty, isolation, and the relentless power of the sea. As long as the lighthouse stands, it will keep its silent vigil, guarding the secrets of the past and the memories of those who once called it home.